Okay, awesome. It's recording. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in today's session. Today is more of a welcome session. So it's not going to be a very coding or a very technical session. It's really more of a session for me to share with you what Sigma School is all about, what will you get out of it, and for you to understand the whole system and why are we slightly different from the existing options out there, and how you can benefit from it really, right? At the end of the day, you want to understand how can we add value to you, and this session is all about that. Right, so before we begin, can I see a show of hands for those of you who has your cameras on, and for those of you without the camera on, please on it, or you can just reply in the chat box and let me know how many of you here are here because you want to get a job in tech. How many of you? Joey, yes, cool. Oh, Jayden, yes. Oh, quite a lot. Okay. Oh, isn't that majority? Okay, cool. How many is, okay, let's just wait for the thing to drop, then I can ask my next question. How many of you are here because you want to start freelancing? So it's slightly different, yeah? If any one of you read Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant, anyone read the book? Yes, Cash Flow Quadrant is this. There's the ESBI chart, right? So getting a job is on the E level, S is on the self-employed level, which is freelancing, and on the business side, that's you running a business, and on the I is investments. So again, how many of you wants to be a freelancer, where you do the work for other people and work remotely, choose your clients, that kind of stuff? Okay, Joey as well, Jiawei, cool. So I see quite a few same names. Okay, so you guys are more okay. You guys basically just want to get paid for your skills in tech. How many of you here wants to start a tech startup? Take the risk, go all out, and go in debt, maybe live on ramen every day, that kind of thing. Okay, minority, awesome. I like to ask these questions really because in every group that I've led in the past, I've led a lot of groups, a lot of sessions. I always want to know my crowd, and I want to know what are the kind of things that would excite you guys a little bit more. And I guess in this group, it's more on the freelancing and employment side of things, which is great. Tech people there's a huge demand for tech right now, and this is the right field to be in. So great. Without further ado, I'm just gonna get started. All right, so my goal, I like to start every session with just sharing with you what's the agenda for today and what's the goal, what is the things that we want to achieve. And this, you can expect this kind of presentation style to be some of the styles that our module leaders and our mentors will be using down the line as well, yeah? So it's really for you guys to understand why we're doing this. I like to start with why, right? Because if we don't start with why, we can never go far. Let's put it that way, right? So for me, I'm a firm believer starting with why and sharing with you guys why we're doing this. And hopefully we're aligned on the why. And for you guys to learn how Sigma School works, for you guys to learn the best good practices you are going to need on this journey in tech. And also, most importantly, for those of you who are not on your videos, today's session is really not about me coaching you guys. It's really for you guys to get to know each other because some of you are here from coding fundamentals. Some of you are here from CSDP. It's really, we all here by fate or whatever, right? So it's good to get to know each other. Then also on the next steps, what's going to happen after this session today? How can you get started? And also, I'm going to answer any questions that you guys may have, just so that you guys are very clear in terms of what are the next steps, what are you guys getting yourself into, and what to expect out of this. Okay, next, I'm going to start by talking on the why. The why is, very briefly speaking, in 2020, more than 50% of university graduates couldn't get a job. And that's a crazy alarming statistic considering how these people paid over 100,000 ringgit and they spend like 3 to 4 years in universities. That's number one. And that's crazy. That's very scary. Okay. And the current education system is very expensive. It's inefficient. Okay. I'm going to break down further later on why it's inefficient and why we are changing the model a little bit. And number three, also 2 in 3 tech leaders are struggling to hire good talents. This is something that is shown in some report studies in some global report. But I myself personally, I face these issues as well. And I speak to a lot of tech founders and CTOs of a lot of startups and even corporate companies, and everyone is complaining. They always tell me the number one problem that they're facing right now is not enough good talents in tech, especially, right? So, and finally, I would say, why is this happening? It's simple. It's because educators today are not held accountable. Teachers, lecturers, universities, everyone, they all get paid even if they don't get their students a job, even if they don't innovate on their curriculum, even if they don't update their learning methodology to be able to get your students employable. So at Sigma School, this is to share with you that our philosophy is that we believe, it's simple, let's just cut it short, right? The education system is broken and we are exploring a way on how to redefine it in a way where we can benefit our students first before doing anything else, right? Our mission is to provide an alternative to people who, traditionally cannot afford universities, or people who, don't want to go in debt and all that. Just an alternate path for people. And our vision is to be able to live in a world where no one needs to go in debt for universities. And our goals is to be able to match as many jobs as possible in the next 3 years. And I'm aiming at 1.5K with our influence in other countries as well. Okay, so I'm going to talk about why we're different from universities or schools and all that. It's because our students learn by building and they learn by teaching each other. So it's not always one way, in traditional schools, there's always one teacher teaching you, it's always one lecturer teaching you, it's always one direction. In my belief, I always believe that it's best for people to teach each other, because only by teaching, I believe in output-based learning, let's put it that way. Output-based learning will push you to do different things and improve yourself. Right? So our curriculum is designed to be able to evolve dynamically based on our partners or our clients' specific needs. What do I mean by that? So what I mean by that is there are a lot of learning education materials out there. There's a lot of tech stacks out there. Which one should you choose, right? You never really know. You end up learning Ruby, then you go into Python, and then sometimes you jump onto digital marketing. You don't really know if you're, which one is the right path. So our way of doing things is forget all of that. We teach you to be tech agnostic, and that means that you learn the fundamentals that then connects you to real jobs, and you learn directly what the job needs. And finally, our students don't pay a single cent if they don't get a job after they graduate. And also, we have no lecturers, no classrooms, and our students teach each other remotely in our peer-to-peer learning concept. So that's what makes us slightly different from a lot of things. And this is a lot of words, okay? I'm just going to run through it really quickly. We are innovating on a lot of inefficient and expensive and irrelevant stuff that the traditional university or traditional education model involves, right? So for example, expensive lecturers, we take that out by using our students and our alumni. Privilege pool only, so we, in our way, we're able to lower the costs, able to make things for free, or able to give a money-back guarantee only because our costs are low, and we can unlock underserved communities as a talent source for hiring partners. And also in terms of high fees, and that also comes with universities, and also an outdated curriculum. For us, we curate top online materials, right? Let's put it that way. There's a lot of very good university materials, like for example, Harvard's whole entire computer science uni degree is for free online. So we use a lot of these very good videos everywhere to be able to evolve dynamically according to the employer's needs. Right, and you can look into all this later. I'll send the slides later, but basically it's to show you the different points on how we're innovating, how we're reducing the cost, how we're making the systems more efficient, and how are our students benefiting from it. And okay, just to share with you some timelines as well as to, by the way, guys, don't mind me just speeding through this, because this is just some stuff to get you guys aware of what's going on with Sigma School, what was I personally doing in the past. So in the past, I ran the Hacker Collective. Some of you may have met me through the Hacker Collective. And what we do basically was, I personally wasn't from a tech background. I came from a background in venture capital, in finance. And what happened was, I got very interested in tech. I started learning myself, and it was very difficult. But long story short, I really had to hustle my ass off. I didn't go to boot camps. I learned myself for 6 months, no salary, just living myself, coding away. And that's how I started learning. And I landed my very first 6-figure project. And that's when I realized how broken the industry is, because a lot of people who I reached out to, they always told me that they can't find good talents. Meanwhile, I have a lot of friends who are, fresh grads from universities, or even I interviewed a lot of people fresh out of computer science degree, right? These people are struggling to get a job. So I'm like, why are employers struggling to hire and students struggling to get a job? That's a huge gap in the market. And meanwhile, me, someone, and my partner as well, who, we don't have uni degree, we came up from, we just self-taught our way. Meanwhile, people like us are able to close projects and, land jobs. I even did an interview for one of my friends in the past, right? Did an interview for him and he got a job. So I'm just wondering, like, why is the system so broken? So we started we didn't start with Sigma School. We started off by just running a few peer-to-peer learning groups to let our students learn together in groups and, get to know each other. And, in the whole peer-to-peer concept, we started experimenting in 2020. right? We tweaked things here and there. We started off as a tuition model, then we did the online video style, and we did a lot of different styles. And the current style that we're running with Sigma School is, I would say, fundamentally the most solid version that we've had after multiple iterations. So you know that this is not a new idea that I have in my bedroom 2 days ago, right? It's an actual thing that I've been running for the past 2 years. And in 2021, we started a new venture building service where we took on software projects with partners where they paid us only to cover the cost. So we don't make a profit, right? And our costs are low because then we can get all these projects for our students. Our students can learn from it, and it's a win-win scenario for both the students. Students can make money from it as well, and for us, we also get equity in exchange in these startups, right? So that's in 2021. And right now in 2022, this is where I come into the picture, where I focus on running Sigma School fully. And Sigma Labs, I can share with you a little bit more later. Sigma Labs is basically an initiative for us to get projects for students from corporates or startups or foreign companies, right? And it's going to be part of the curriculum for Sigma School as well. And it's really for us to generate success stories, for us to get people working on real world projects and really just standing out from the general public, from the crowd. Okay, then in 2023, our plan is we're planning to launch a Tech for All initiative where we go straight to underserved communities like refugees and B40 groups and upskill them as well, bringing them up the social mobility ladder. And then finally in 2024, we're looking to launch a crowdfunding for education initiative. So anyone is interested in like this kind of stuff, do let me know as well. Crowdfunding for education is basically looking for a potential student, investing in their education and getting a small cut of their salary for the next 3-4 years. So this is something that I've been working on with some of our investors as well. Okay, so very quickly, just to share with you guys, our few courses that we have now is Coding Fundamentals program, which is what most of you are in for today. And we have the CSDP, Complete Software Development Program, which is our flagship program that we include every single thing. I'm going to talk about it a bit later. We have a cloud program. Everyone's talking about cloud computing, AWS, and all this stuff that pays very, very, very well. So you guys should check it out. We're launching it very soon. And finally, we have digital marketing funnel building program. It's a program that guides people to launch products or services and coaches them how to make revenue even before building their product, getting the money in first. That's one thing that tech people struggle with a lot. Tech people like to build. They spend all their time building, but then after they build, they realize, oh shit, no one wants my product. I can't sell it, no one's signing up, and I'm screwed. I just wasted 6 months of my life and that kind of stuff, right? So my idea with this is to train people to pre-launch product and start monetizing soon. So these are the 4 things that we're focusing on currently. Okay, so a short run through for today's session. I'm sure you guys, a lot of you are here for the Coding Fundamentals program. This program is a hybrid live and online program where it's designed really for beginners. It's not to throw everything under the sun at you guys. It's to show you guys, number one, an introductory taste to what Sigma School is all about. It's to also let you guys, not scare you guys away, but really give you guys the essence of what it means to be a programmer, see how software engineers work, and start learning this stuff so you can integrate it to your current life or your current job. Okay, so what's in it for you? You get to connect the dots. You get to understand the different technology stack that makes up beginner coding knowledge, and it helps give you some first-hand exposure to how it's like working with real software engineers. Because for us as well, if I forgot to mention, since we run Sigma Labs and we run Hacker Collective, we have a lot of real-world projects. So our software engineers, they're not lecturers with 10 years of experience. They are people actually getting paid for projects. They are people who are working every single day as developers, right? So really, it's also for you guys to make new friends with people in a group. It's also for you guys to become versatile in tech. So some people don't want to learn technology to be developers. Some people want to just learn it for the sake of making their life easier, learn it for the sake of improving their jobs. And definitely this is one thing that helps you connect the dots and just stand on a higher level compared to your peers, right? And there's a lot of things here, but I think that's the gist of it. So yes, before I proceed talking like a bullet train, right? Let's slow it down a little bit. I want to get to know each and every one of you today. Today's session is not about me, it's about you guys. It's about getting to know each and every one of you, your goals, your plans, where you're from. So you guys will be working together closely for the next 1 month, right? So I want you guys to, share yourself, your visions, your goals, your plans let us know who you are, and let's all start, getting to know each other, right? So can we start from someone? Maybe I can pick some names. And guys, please on your videos when you're doing your sharing as well. Yeah. Maybe you can start with Kong. Kong is on the top of my screen, so I chose him.
My video I cannot turn on because I think there's some problem. You say can't find your camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my laptop got the hardware lock. I lock already, then I turn on back, but cannot find the camera.
Okay, no worries. Maybe next time, lah. Maybe next time when you join
Yeah,
in
yeah,
future sessions, do fix it. Yeah. Cool. Kong, maybe share with us a little
yeah. My
bit.
name is Seket. Kong Seket. You can call me SK lah, short form. Usually people call me SK. I'm actually from Cheras. Right now, I have background with mechatronic engineering lah. I graduated 2019. I've been working as an engineer for past almost 3 years lah. But I found engineering is not really for my liking lah. For technical engineer, more on technical background engineer, they need a lot of traveling. Then for the past 2 years, I working as sales engineer, but I found it not really for me lah. But I still work. Currently now, I work as a product engineer lah, at Bangi. Then I trying to switch my career to software tech lah.
Okay. Oh, so what are you gonna do the moment the day you suddenly become a full stack developer? What are you gonna do? What's the first thing you're gonna do?
Try my best to advance my career lah. Because I found engineering is not really, it's quite hard to advance from my point of view and knowing my colleagues and friends.
Especially so in Malaysia, right?
Yeah. I think Malaysian, they don't really appreciate engineer compare with US country lah.
Okay, cool. So why did you join us?
I found it on Facebook last time. Then I also go to Reddit, learn programming, see a lot lah.
Okay, interesting. Thanks, Sekyat.
Yeah.
Looking forward to chat with you a bit more.
Currently,
So
I also got
yeah,
learn from Screenbar lah, a bit self-study.
okay. Awesome. That's great. That's great. We're gonna use a lot of this free materials as well. It's really good. It's good. Awesome stuff, man, Sekyat. Thanks. Let's move on. Joey. Hey.
My name is Joey. I am a video producer. I'm based in PJ right now, so I am currently freelancing, doing a few film projects, commercial to short films as well. The reason why I kind of came across this program on Facebook, I've been thinking about trying out programming for quite a while, actually, for a few years. But I never seem to, I don't know, I guess in the creative industries, it wasn't as big of a buzzword in the past few years until recently. But because I work in film and media, a lot of my friends are also exploring like AR, VR. We're also exploring a lot of experimental kind of like methods to produce film and media as well. So it's something like I feel like inevitably it will catch up with us, technology and stuff like that. And I feel like I would like to try to beat the curve as much as I can. If I can try to innovate, new techniques for filming or even for media, I think it'll be fun. It just adds to all my, other skills I feel in media. So it'll be exciting to see where it would take me, like, I guess.
Damn, that's awesome, Joey. Are you doing this? Would you say the primary reason is to enhance your current skill sets, or is it more to replace? Which one would it be?
I would say to enhance, but truthfully, everyone went through the pandemic, and a lot of jobs got hit as well. So for films like jobs like mine, it may be exciting and quite fun, but it's also quite unstable in the sense that once you're not able to shoot, for example, then you go like months without being able to do anything. So being able to experiment and enhance my filmmaking skills as well, focusing more on like AR, VR and other techniques, I think it will also give way to making film like easier, making filmmaking a bit easier and accessible as well. I think a
Awesome.
lot of people are also using TikTok and stuff like that, but there's a lot more ways to explore.
Awesome, Joey. The one thing I really enjoy doing what I do today is because I get to meet a lot of people like yourself, cool people from like different industries. I like to see how they get to integrate technology into their work. And I understand initially it's going to be hard. I'm going to tell all of you guys now, it's not easy, okay? But definitely if you're able to click, right? And this coding fundamentals and CSDP is designed for you to learn how to click. Once you're able to think, because I myself, I'm not from a computer science background. I'm not from an IT degree. So I know exactly how you guys are feeling right now. And I know exactly what are the things to teach you guys and what are the things to leave out to not confuse you guys further, right? So we covered absolutely most pivotal stuff in tech. And if you guys want to, if your goal is to primarily enhance your current skill sets, I want you guys to maybe write that down somewhere first until the point where you guys are ready to, you guys understand the fundamentals and the basics. Then let us know, and then let us see how me and my team, we can help you integrate technology into your current work, right? Just so you can see the real world impact instead of, writing loops and writing functions and understand what are variables. Instead of this stuff, right? My mission is to help you guys see, real world results ASAP, right? So, yep, just a little bit on that. Thanks, Joey, for sharing. Cool stuff.
No worries. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's move on to Maryam.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Maryam Lee. You can call me Maryam. I am originally from Shah Alam. Now I live in KL. I was studying here, but then I started working. Actually, my work background is in technology and human rights. So I work actually primarily in technology policy and digital governance. I don't have a tech background, but working in tech governance made me realize how important technology is. Because sometimes when you want to talk about something within the social science, and then you want to apply it into the hard sciences, the two worlds don't necessarily collide or even make sense to each other. So my primary reason of picking up this program is to get into the mind of a programmer or a developer. Because whenever we give like policy recommendations either to the government or to the private sector, it just seems like it did not match, and I wanted to find out why. So my primary reason for me is not just professional, but it's also personal as well to me, because the digital technology is gonna just advance like crazy, and then the policy world, on the other hand, they wanna try to regulate this sector, but the way that they're regulating it right now is their understanding of technology is how do you say, is coming from a non-technical or non-technological background. You know what I mean? So like the policies that will be recommended is a bit of a mismatch. So
Yeah, I see.
yeah, so I'm hoping to learn more of the technical sides to complement my social science background.
That's really, really awesome. Like you're one of the first I met in policy making and social science. So why don't they hire their own developers to share the input though?
Primarily right now is because first of all, technologists might not even be aware of their need in the space.
Okay.
Like human rights and technology.
Yep.
Those are the two subjects that are not necessarily combined.
Got it.
Secondly, it's also opportunity cost. It doesn't pay as much to be in human rights as it is to be a technologist.
Okay.
So if the human rights sector or the public governance the governance sector want to hire all these people, they usually it's just more, it doesn't make sense financially speaking. That's all. Yeah.
I want you to
primary two reasons.
Okay, cool. I want you to project yourself and manifest this in the future, right? The day you become a full stack developer, right? Are you going to say you're going to use that skill set to enhance? The day you become a full stack developer is the day you're able to build anything you want in the world. So you have that skill set with your two hands, you can do anything you want, right? Are you still going to be in human rights, or are you going to and go and be a developer somewhere, do tech stuff fully? Which one would it be, Mario?
The whole point is to combine the two worlds together.
Okay.
I believe that technology has the capacity to advance human rights, and we just don't know how that would look like.
Got it. We just gotta move faster, yeah. We just gotta move faster, because like Malaysia is just definitely moving way too slow on this. So it's great we have people like you, and sounds good, Mario. Let me know if you need your input on anything, when it comes to like decision making or whatever, right? More than happy to share from the angle of a techie and an angle of a tech entrepreneur as well. So cool. Thanks, Mariam. Let's move on. Jayden.
Hi guys. My name is Jayden. So I've been working as an accountant for the past few years, based in Subang. Reason why I joined this program is to switch my career into tech, specifically full stack development. Why is because as accountant, my career is quite routine. Like every month you do month-end reports, and handle all the day-to-day accounting tasks. So I don't really see myself further advancing into more senior roles. Yeah, whereas looking at tech industry is it's a lot more interesting. You get to build like all kinds of projects. You get to impact, have a real world impact on other people's lives as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's the main reason why I joined this program.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Jayden. I'm personally from an accounting background, so I feel you 100%. We can chat more later, maybe separately or something. Definitely doable. Don't worry about it. Thanks,
Okay,
Jayden.
sure.
Okay, move on. Steven.
Hi, my name is Steven. Currently, I originally from Pahang, currently based in Sedalam, Selangor, Shalam. And then my current job scope is more on the SAP functional. So after a few years of doing the work, I feel like it's time for me to look for another job path. So I feel because I also got take the CSDP, I feel like every time I solve the problem, maybe the practice and also the assignment, I feel like it's really excited when I able to get the good result. So I'm willing to go into become a programmer and then maybe a full stack developer.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Steven. And yes, we're making a lot of upgrades to the curriculum for CSDP, so you're going to feel even more excited down the line. Yeah. And your goal, is it to get a job in tech?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. What's your timeline like?
I think I will if can is as soon as possible. See how fast I can.
No problem. I can tell each and every one of you here, right, that currently, honestly, I know a lot of computer science people who cannot get a job, but I can tell you now, right, I can tell you right now, a lot of people are coming to me and saying, Derek, you're running a tech school, please sign this contract with me saying that you will send me developers. They're all saying this, guys. I'm telling you guys, it's really not impossible. It's freaking doable. I did it myself. My partner did it. Some of our students in the past did it. So all I'm saying is, if you guys put in the time, definitely doable. All right, Steven, no worries. And Jawei, you're next.
Oh, hi, Derek.
I met you before, right, Jawei?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think me and Steven is the last batch from the Hacker Collective.
Yes.
All right. So hi guys, Jawei here. So currently I'm based in Seri Kembangan and working as a business development executive at Foodpanda Malaysia. All right. So my background is I just graduated and I graduated in cell and molecular biology. So basically, you can know it as biotech. So it's totally different from me in biotech and now doing sales. And currently, I'm looking pivot myself into a full stack developer. All right. So after joining the CSDP, I do see myself in I hope that by end of the year, perhaps can get this program done and get myself land a job first. And then perhaps do have a kind of sort of idea in mind to having startup as well. Yeah.
Hey, awesome stuff, man, Jawei. I can tell you one thing. I think I told you before, I'm actually very keen in biotech as well. One thing the industry is lacking right now today in the biotech world, right? Let's not talk about CRISPR technologies first. Let's talk about just mapping out your genome sequence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Currently, they have the technology to map out your entire sequence already, but there's no way to visualize it. And this is one way, right? We can sell your genome sequence and you analyze it and sell this back to the users. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a market. And I want to look into this. Maybe you can check now.
Perhaps we can talk in.
Yes. I think this is a good idea, honestly, because if let's say you draw your alleles, right, your genome sequence, you look at everything, you don't know what's going on, right? You don't know, you don't understand. It's just a bunch of characters everywhere. So if we can break it down and show,
visualize what indeed everything.
Yeah, this is one thing I want to look into next.
Awesome,
and this is very doable, Thanks, Joey. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks,
More. Okay, let's move on. John, hey.
Oh, hello.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, I'm from PJ. I'm from my background. I was currently working for helping for my parents. It's kopitiam, hawker store, char kway teow. Now, the reason why I joined this, I still need more experience to learn more tech, but I still lacking of experience. After I finish this program already, maybe I can get a tech job, something, or continue learn some more technology stuff.
Have you tried learning yourself in the past?
No, I did learn some hardware only. I just built myself.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Hey guys, John is the guy that John, I met you before, right? Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
John is the guy who out of nowhere he okay, just to let you know, the pricing for Sigma School and Hacker Collective is a little bit different, but John is the guy who somehow don't know how he hacked his way through and he found the Hacker Collective like pricing page, and then he paid us there. And then I just messaged him and asked him, and he actually told me that he's actually working very near my office in Tropicana in a very, very nice kopitiam that I go for lunch every day. So I met him the other day, and I think this is the exact kind of use case for people that we're looking for at Sigma School today. We want the world to know that, like, doesn't matter where you're from, right? Selling char kway teow or high school graduate or someone from molecular biology, everyone can learn technology. And frankly speaking, initially, okay, I can tell you, I'm going to talk about this later, but I'm going to touch a bit now first. Okay, one thing I know is that a lot of people will give up. It's not easy, right? People give up all the time. And I want you guys to really ingrain this in yourself, is that don't give up, because it only gets easier. It won't get harder. It gets easier only, right? So first 3 months when you starting to learn, it's like going to a gym, right? Initially working out is very difficult. Lifting weights is very difficult. Initially, it's for coding, it's the same thing. You have to build your computational thinking and your problem-solving ability. It's like your coding muscle. You have to train that. Once you guys get past that, right, and once you guys see the bigger picture, the higher level, and that's what I want you guys to see. In universities, right, how people learn is they learn bottom up. They say things like, oh, learn this is how computers work. This is some computer science theory, or even in boot camps, right? Oh, learn HTML, learn CSS. My concept, I want to flip it upside down. I want you guys, and I want all of us to think, I want to build, let's say, Food Panda. What do I need to build Food Panda? Okay, then you break it down. Okay, Food Panda, there's a front end. Okay, and this front end, you need to sign up. Okay, you need to take orders. You need to do geolocation API, right? You need to connect it to the back end. You need the ability to give ratings. You need the ability to give comments, right? Write it all down, top down. Then that's on the front end. Then you just need to connect it to a back end. That's it. Right? And how do they both communicate? Through APIs. That's really it, like, don't complicate things. It's really easy. And of course, me saying it's easy now, it's not easy for you guys, but it's doable, right? Think high level, think big picture. Don't get drawn in little details. That's what happened to me. That's why, I got that's when I was learning alone. No one demand me, no one learned with me. I learned myself. It was very tough. For you guys, maybe you guys should have it easier because you guys have us and the team. Right, so cool. Thanks, John. Appreciate your sharing, and I'm really looking to working with you very soon. Next we have Jayden done. Sekiat, have you shared?
Yeah, I shared the first one.
Sekiat, yep, got it. Noor Zahida.
Hi everyone. I think I messaged you from in Discord, Derek.
Yes.
Okay. My name is Nur Zahida, or you can call me Z. I'm from Kuching, Sarawak. I was actually from THC, and for some reason I lost momentum. So when there's news about Sigma, so I was like very happy because I get to start all over again. And I was from mechanical engineering, and like Sekiat said, engineering is very underpaid in Malaysia. That's why I decided to get into tech. And currently, I am also learning to be a data analyst. And the reason why I didn't go straight to data scientist is because data scientist does a lot of coding, and I'm quite bad at that. So I'll just take it one step at a time, like maybe just go for data analyst first because it doesn't use a lot of coding, and work my way through. So this is from.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nur Zahida, for sharing. And I'm glad I started Sigma School as well, so we can join and start from scratch because you were a bit, you were missing in Hacker Collective side. But it's okay. So happy to have you back. One thing I want to share as well is you made the right choice, right? Data science is cool. Data analytics is cool. But I can tell you now, the number of jobs in software development is a lot higher. A lot more. Pretty much everyone needs software developers, right? Everywhere. But for data science and data, and by the way, a lot of data analytics job today can be automated. Yeah, just FYI. So knowing software development definitely will put you like 10 steps ahead to when it comes to learning data science. So data analytics, so you're on the right track.
All right.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Derek.
Okay, guys, do I miss out anyone before we move on? I think that was okay. Okay, that's all. Right? I think so.
Jack.
Jack. Hey, Jack.
Hi everyone.
Hey, apologies. Hey.
It's okay. I'm Jack and I'm currently living in PJ. I'm doing office work currently where I'm in charge of the content of the company. But I feel this job is quite repetitive and boring for me. It's like staying in a comfort zone where I just repeat my job every day, every single day. So that's why I want to join the tech path to have a more exciting career.
Okay, cool. So why do you join Sigma School? You can learn everywhere. You can learn in online, learn YouTube, go to boot camps.
Yeah, one of the things I like is the social because if I learn alone, I feel like I will drop out soon. I will lose the interest. If there is someone else to learn together, maybe there is something to push me.
Awesome. Yes. And that's one little spot that we found also is that on learning online, honestly, it's just so lonely. I know that for sure, right? So yes, definitely, I want you guys, right, to not just talk money. I want you guys to actually learn together, right? And this is something I cannot force on. I cannot force you to say, hey, Maryam and Steven, you guys must be online 7 p.m. every night. Make sure you reply each other. I cannot force these things. It has to come from within. All I can do is support, right? So awesome stuff. You hit the nail on the head, Jack. And I'm sure it's the same for a lot of you here. You guys want to learn for companionship, learn for friendship, accountability buddy. We have all of that, right? And I want you guys to leverage it, okay? Cool. So let's move on. Thank you so much for sharing, everybody. Thank you for sharing, Jack. Let's move on. Okay, guys, don't be confused by this very, would you say messy graphic? Do you like it? I think it's okay, right? It's a pretty nice graphic. So just to share with you how Sigma School works, right? Again, we are not like a school, okay? But we also have our same level of structure, and it's only through structure that we can scale. Sigma School's goal is not to become a school. It's not to become like a tuition center where, we teach, you hire a teacher for like 10,000 ringgit and then they teach you one by one. No, that's not the goal. The goal for Sigma School is to design a framework, right, where people can learn together in groups. I'm not Christian, but I know the concept of cell group teaching, cell group learning in a lot of Christian groups, right? Most of you who are Christian here should know this. You guys meet up once a week, just hang out, talk about the Bible and all that stuff, right? I'm not Christian, but I like the concept. The same concept where we are implementing here, it's peer-to-peer learning groups. So a peer-to-peer learning group, it starts at the very bottom tier. This is where students like yourself, that's why I kept on encouraging you guys to on your cameras, because I know for a fact, right, if the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meetings, you guys still don't on your camera, you guys will lose that touch. And if even better, right, is we're going to start, now maybe not yet, okay, but very soon we're going to start organizing maybe 1 or 2 physical events per month, just so, right, 2 or 3 of the guys from the same group can meet up a bit more. And one thing I know for sure, and from the past, right, all this whole time is the moment a few people from the team, they met up, right, I can tell you the difference is so much, right? So of course, if you're on video, there's a certain level of like closeness already, but if you don't on the video, it's really, really different. You don't feel that emotional touch. So yeah, we encourage you. Maybe today you're shy or the camera issues, it's okay. Next session, I'll hope you guys are on it. So each peer-to-peer learning group will be led by a student mentor. Now, each of these terms might sound a bit new to you. Like, what the hell is a program lead? What's a module lead? What's a mentor? What's a peer-to-peer? What's a career coach, right? I will explain all of this. It's in the learning portal. It's all written in there. But high level wise, a mentor, it's going to be either an alumni or a senior student, where any questions you have, look, you don't need a PhD guy to teach you the right loops, right? Any questions you have, you just need someone who is slightly more senior than you to guide you and help you with it. And of course, this person is going to need to be to a certain level, right? Cannot be a junior as well, right? So a mentor will guide you guys, and every single week we will have one meetup for each module. So one thing that we emphasize a lot in Sigma School is flexibility in learning. What do I mean by that, right? Flexibility in learning basically means that we don't care if you're learning full-time or part-time or spending 1 hour every week. We don't measure by that, right? Boot camps or universities or anywhere else, they're gonna fire you. They're gonna say, get out of my program. You're gonna affect my success rates. You're gonna, not be able to pass if you don't commit full-time and complete the program. For us, we don't care how long it takes, and we understand everyone has real life circumstances. Some of you need to work and all that, right? I understand. That's why for us, we measure success based on mastery learning, which means you need to finish a module before moving on to the next module, and you continue that cycle on your own pace, okay, until you eventually graduate all the modules and graduate from the program. And that's how we eventually scale the model, right? So we have a head of education at the top, and today I am the one playing this role. I'm the one deciding what's happening in the whole school, the curriculum, the system, our partners, which companies do you get matched to, right? Which companies do we take in as partners? We don't simply take, right? One thing I know in Malaysia, and it's very sad to say this, but in Malaysia, a lot of companies give very, for lack of a better word, very shitty tech stacks. They choose like old school technologies. They choose, they make a lot of their interns, computer science guys, go in, they hire them as software developers. They make them do things like WordPress, right? Which is shitty, I would say. So I wouldn't want to take on these kind of things for our students. So we actually vet through our partners as well to make sure they're working with modern tech, right? Whatever we define as modern tech, that's up to me and my co-founder to decide. But trust me, you're in good hands, because it's not just us simply choosing, it's us doing research and talking to CTOs and talking to people in US and Singapore and all this, modern startups, understanding their workflows, right? So that's us, okay? And for all here in the middle, this is the support team, the support system. We have our career coaches, our alumni, our student success team. These people are here to help you guys support the system, overall system. Then we have a program lead, which is our internal staff, a full-time staff on front end, and we have a program lead on back end, where they both lead the design of what's going on in the classes, what goes into your challenges, what goes into your projects, what goes into your capstone projects, what are assignments, how do you submit assignments, how do they mark your assignments, right? How do they give you comments on your code, how do they do code review, this kind of things, right? Quality control will be done by our program leads, which are our very good developers. And I'm happy to say that both of them were our past students. They were the best of the best that we had, and now they are, both had very unconventional backgrounds as well, and I'm sure when you guys meet them, you guys will get to know them as well. Very nice people as well. Yeah, I think that's it I want to share. And finally, we have module leaders. Module leaders are part-timers for in our company, part-timers who are connected to a bigger company, let's say Grab, right, or Food Panda or Tabway or any of the bigger, more established companies where they learn a lot from them, and we just ask them to help us maintain the curriculum, talk to you guys, manage the mentors, support the students, and also further build on the curriculum based on what they've learned from their companies. This is to give you a more diverse understanding of technology from different perspectives, and also to give you a better real-world understanding of what's going on in the world, rather than just getting information from me. I want you guys to get a more holistic kind of understanding, right? Compared to universities where they pay 20K to like a few lecturers, and it's just a bit redundant. That's why I felt, and that's how we innovate on the model, cut down the cost a little bit, and also help us be able to scale our peer-to-peer learning groups where no one gets left out. Okay, because each group has a student mentor in it, and if any student mentor should be able to settle everything. If they can't, then you can always go to module leaders, which are more than capable, and or your program leads. And yeah, that's it. So this one, I hope you guys understand. Don't understand fully, but if you understand 70-80%, I'm glad already. If anything else, you can just message me on our social app later lah. Okay, so step by step to share with you what is going to happen after this. Okay, number one, join us on our learning platform if you haven't already. I believe most of you are inside already. Okay, then submit a request and wait to be added into the course, right? If you cannot submit a request, please later on just drop your email. I'll give you guys the directions to drop your email, and I'll add you guys into the group ASAP. So once you're done, I want you guys to start learning at your own pace, independently. Do not skip anything. everything inside there, right, are literally curated off the best learning materials online. Right? In the past, we actually did our own videos and did our own learning materials. Then I asked myself, why am I recreating the documentation? The documentation of a code is like the dictionary to English. Why am I recreating the dictionary? Like, how can I do it better than the guys who created this technology? It doesn't make sense. So we use the best materials we can find online, the best of the best. Then what we do on our site is we provide you the support in terms of understanding it, and we provide you the support in terms of putting it to real life. Because, for example, reading the dictionary, it's a lot of stuff, right? So for us, we choose to pick the most relevant stuff that you need to know and apply it on actual projects so you learn through it. Okay, that's our style, and that's why we don't want you to skip anything, because you're going to be lost. Finally, step 5, show us that you can think like a software developer. That's where you start solving. So we have learning. Step 1 to 4 is like more on the learning side. Step 5 is more on like output-based learning. We integrated a lot of quiz, a lot of challenges, a lot of practice. Oh, sorry for a typo. A lot of practices, a lot of projects and assignments for you guys to learn and execute upon, right? And it's all inside the learning app as well. So quizzes are things that, just to give you guys a high level, I don't want to confuse you guys, but high level right now, so you guys can watch back this video and know what's going on. Quizzes are things that you get marked immediately, can be most likely MCQs, where you just get marked immediately, understand what you did correct, what you did wrong, right? Challenges are things like, also things that you can be doing and you just mark yourself challenges. They're like mostly code challenges. Then practices are code along things. Our instructors or our mentors will be putting in like a project, and they give you the instructions, you try and solve it. Then in the next lesson, they give you the solution directly. So you code along and you learn along. Projects and assignments these two things are a bit different. These two things are things that you need to submit yourself and do it yourself. So these are the parts where we don't spoon feed you. Yes, you can ask for help, right? Ask your friends, or I literally wrote a full guide on how to ask for help, how to ask questions. It's in the platform. But the point is, these two things are things that you need to learn yourself, so you cannot hide from it, right? A lot of online courses, I know a lot of you guys do this. You guys watch videos or whatever, you just press next all the way, right? Or you just code along, right? This is to push you guys, so you push you guys out of the comfort zone and put you guys on the spot to solve it. And if you cannot solve it, reach out, we help you, right? Finally, submit your projects. Okay, you need to submit your project on GitHub, which we share with you later, and then you will get graded to graduate the program. Then you'll receive your certificate of completion for coding fundamentals, and then after that, CSDP begins, and that's where your journey to become a full stack developer starts, right? For coding fundamentals, it's not to get you to become full stack, but it's really to give you the skills to just understand, and it's like your first step into tech. And whatever you do with this first step is up to you, right? But it's my job to help you take your first step, because oftentimes the first step is the hardest. Okay. Okay, this is our learning loop. So we learn on our learning platform. Join our weekly meetings, module-based meetings. Every week we have like 5 to 6 different module-based learning meetings. Then students, you guys will weekly join. You guys in one group meet up with your mentor, just to understand each other's progress. The weekly meetings, they're not lectures, so the mentors don't join in to teach you how to code. They join in to assist you with any challenges you have. They join in to give you projects to work on the spot. They give you to get you coding along, right? These are things that happen every week, right? Which we will be starting very soon as well. Then we have our Q&A sessions with industry experts, which will start. This one will start after CSDP. And this one also, this is where you complete your module and you move on again and again until you complete all the modules. Once you're done with all the modules, you go into build your own full stack web project and your own startup. Then you're going to move on to Sigma Labs, which is the thing that we use to onboard projects. Basically, we go to startups or companies to tell them that give us the projects. It's like going to a hairdresser, right? Not sure about girls, because girls cut their hair for like once every 6 months, right? But for guys, there's some salons where they give you discounted prices if you let their students cut. I'm sure some of you have tried it before, right? For a cheaper price. And this is what I want to experience. I want my students to be able to learn directly on the job, and the companies pay our students like a minimal fee. And yes, the company needs to understand that these are our students. They're not like super duper pros, but the point is they will need to give us the opportunity to do this. And this is the pitch that I'm going out for Sigma Labs. And this is something we're launching in the next coming months. Okay. Then once you're done with Sigma Labs, it's usually a 1 month kind of apprenticeship program. Then you complete the program and then you apply to be a student mentor in the future. That's the loop that we have. Okay, good practices. Do not expect to be spoon-fed. Do not skip anything. Complete assignments and projects to graduate. Don't skip them. Dedicate time. You can't run away from this. There's no secret course or secret school that say, hey, pay me money and you become smart. There's nothing like that. You need to dedicate time. You cannot run away from this. 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 8 hours a day. The point is you cannot put zero. Okay, a lot of people I know in the past, I went to a boot camp. It was like a refugee part-time boot camp kind of thing. I explored it with them. It was for free, and people just give up, even if it's free. People just give up. So don't give up. Put at least 1 hour every single day and never give up, right? And learn to ask good questions, which I wrote also a long-ass article on this, on how you can ask good questions in the learning system. Okay, and this is CSDP, which is our full program. And after you graduate from Coding Fundamentals, you go straight into CSDP, which is the program that we really put all of our eggs in this one basket. This is our major program where we focus on really transforming people from zero to becoming a full stack coder. This is where you get high value networking with all of our alumni, get matched to their hiring partners, understand what's happening in real companies. And also, one thing that we're launching very soon is our global fellowship program, where we're talking to companies in Hong Kong and Singapore and even 1 or 2 British companies currently, where we help match our students, our good students, competent students to all these programs, right? And all this priority, and we have like freelancing projects and all that. Priority all goes to our CSDP, Complete Software Development Program students. For those of you from Hacker Collective, you guys are included in this as well. So, yep. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the #1 problem that you're going to face. No, it's not because, sorry about the typo again, I kind of rushed out this deck. So sorry, it's not because of a lack of information. Information is everywhere, literally on Google, all over the internet, right? If Google is enough to get people to become coders, that there wouldn't be hungry people anymore on the street, right? But the point is there's a lot of information, but people don't know how to use them, right? It's not because you're not smart enough, definitely not, right? I have a very, very regular IQ from a very average Malaysian upbringing, and if I can do it, all of you can do it as well. And I was a non-techie, right? I was that kid in the class who was like the last to get out of my, primary school at your tech classes. I'm like always the last guy, right? It's not because of lack of support. We give you guys unlimited support. Anytime you guys need help, just reach out to our mentors or reach out to your student mentor. Full 24/7 kind of support, right? They will help you with it. It's not because we like events. We have all events once a week, once a month. We have events. It's not because of a lack of accountability. You have friends. You have your groups. It's not a lack of jobs as well. You have so many jobs currently looking for developers. Like I can tell you, this is the last of your concerns. It's not because of a lack of projects. As I told you, I landed my first 6-figure projects after learning to code myself for 6-7 months, right? So there are projects out there, and even until today, we're still closing projects. And that's what helped us, synergize between our students and our projects. And that's what makes us different as well. We're not just a school where we have a bunch of lecturers teaching. Our mentors are actual real-world software engineers building production systems, right? So I can tell you right now, the #1 thing that people struggle with is their grit and determination. People give up easily when it gets tough. Okay, want to take a guess? When I joined that refugee boot camp in the past, it was for free, by the way, and it's not running anymore because they ran out of funds, right? Guess out of, I think there were 30 people who joined it. Okay, how many of them made it to the graduation? I think they had a similar coding fundamentals program where they covered just the basics, right? It was for like 1 or 2 months. Just take a guess, guys. I mean, for those of you with the camera on, maybe you can just put a finger, or maybe just write down in the comments how many do you think graduated after 2 months out of 30. 5, 3, 15, 15, 15. Okay, 6, 8. Okay. A lot of very nice random numbers, but guys, let me tell you something. Whoa, Steven, very close, right? Steven and Nur Zahida got it the closest. Only 4 freaking guys graduated out of 30, right? It was a coding fundamentals course, right? Yes, it was tough. I think it's probably around the level that we're going to go through right now, but so many of them give up. And I'm telling you guys that I'm pretty sure some of you here are going to give up as well. I'm quite confident, right? But That is why I have integrated like a 1 month thing. You need to complete this within 1 month. Because if there was no push, you're probably gonna drag and say, it's okay, I'll do it next week. Oh, it's okay lah, my job is more important today. I got no time, I should watch Netflix or whatever, right? There's always a better reason to chill, right? There's no reason to push yourself. And that's why this is the hardest thing, okay? It's not all these things I've written above, it's grit and determination. And that's why that's one thing that I really want to focus on, instilling in you guys, okay? Oh, by the way, guys, just FYI, I also gave up multiple times in my learning journey. So if you guys give up or take a pause or whatever, I completely understand as well, because sometimes life gets in the way. And yep, just a quick one. We're coming to the end of it already. Key people. I am running this together with my partner Ming, and these are our two ex-students. They are very, 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 very super competent developers. We're really happy and lucky to have them. They will be assisting with most of the coding sessions and also the materials or the projects you'll be learning online. So yeah, you guys will be seeing them a lot very soon. Also, module leaders, I'm not going to share the names here because these are more for CSDP people, and for 1 or 2 of them, we haven't confirmed them yet, but we're going to be bringing in senior people, maybe not 10 years experience, but people who have gotten, good jobs in good big companies for them to share. And this, by the way, I explicitly chose people who either do not have a computer science degree or people who really believe that you don't need a degree, right? All of them here share that one thing in common. They're mostly self-taught and they're mostly working in big companies. If they can do it, you can do it. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of hard work. That's it. And by the way, Jawi, one of these guys here is a molecular biology graduate as well. So, and he's very smart. He's making, I think he has like 2 years to 3 years experience. He's making more than 10K now, right? So you see, the opportunities are there. It's just whether people give up or not. And I can tell you guys, and I feel like my role here, right, is I'm not a teacher. I'm more of the cheerleader for all of you. That's the role I play best. The teachers, yes, I have my very good developers, I have my module leaders, but I feel like my role, I'm more of a cheerleader. So whenever you guys feel demotivated, and guys, it's more common than you think it is. When you feel demotivated, come to me, let's have a chat, let's grab coffee or something, let's talk about it, right? Maybe commit less time every day. But the point is never give up. The moment you give up, you stop moving. Even if you improve 0.1% every day, you're still improving. That's the kind of logic and mentality I want you guys to have, all right? So we're coming to an end. These are some of our hiring partners. We have a lot more, okay, who are working with us currently. So when I say hiring partners, these guys, it's not like, oh, as long as you graduate, confirm they'll hire you. No, but they are people who told us that they are very desperate for developers and they will pay us good money if we can match them good developers as well. Right? Of course, we're doing it for free now because we prioritize our students getting a job more than the money from there. So we want you guys to try your best. And also for CSDP guys, we are going to also filter down their job requirements so that from day one itself, you can get to see what are their requirements and you can prepare upfront for them. All of these guys basically use different tech stacks, okay? But then, with our help, you can start preparing from day one. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. So thank you very much, guys, for staying for this very long meeting. I hope it's not boring. Usually, I'm more of a guy who likes to tell stories and talk more. But today it's really I'm not here to sell anything. I'm really more here to just share with you the concepts of how this thing works, and I hope it makes sense. Yeah. And I really appreciate you guys just staying through all the way to the end. It's a boring Monday night, and you guys stayed for so long. Appreciate it a lot. Yes, believe you can, and you're halfway there. This is one thing that I really want you guys to instill in yourself. Belief. Remember, this links back to the grit and determination part that I was talking about, right? It's not about you being smart enough. It's not about lack of information, all that stuff. It's about you believing you can and you executing on it, right? Okay, and yep, that's it. Let's take a group photo, guys. Then I'm going to open it up to Q&As. Okay, guys. For those of you who don't have the cameras on, appreciate if you can on it real quick. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, can we get one like a bit more cheerful and like smiling a bit more, and so people think like, we're happy people. 3, 2, 1. Okay, awesome, guys. All All right, guys, I'm going to open it to Q&A. And oh, by the way, guys, for the slides, for the recording, and for the pictures, I'm going to upload it to I'm going to make a group in, by the way, from now on, all forms of communication, we're going to limit it to use the learning platform that we have. Okay. You can, by the way, guys, download that app on your phone if you haven't already. Okay, it's called Mighty Networks. Download it on your phone and connect it to this platform so that you get like instant notifications, so that you know what's going on, right? And you guys will add you guys today here into one group, just because by fate or whatever, you guys are here today. Some of you are CSDP students, some of you are from Hacker Collective, and some of you are for coding fundamentals. You guys, by fate or by whatever, right? You guys are added. You guys are in part of our transitional journey from Hacker Collective to Sigma School. So you guys are here together. I'm gonna add you guys in one group. So you guys just connect with each other there, share your LinkedIn, share your when is your meeting schedules, just get to know each other. But fundamentally, for the most of coding fundamentals, it's going to be self-paced. You guys learn on your own pace. By 1 month from now, I'm gonna share the dates later on. 1 month from now, you guys need to fundamentally try and finish this in 1 month, because then we're going to move on to CSDP materials already, right? So if you guys can complete this in 1 month, we're going to have a kind of like a graduation event where we share certifications and all that by next month, by mid next month, so that yeah, you guys will basically, let's put it this way: if you commit the time, the version of you 1 month from now is going to be very different from the version of you today. And I can guarantee that if you run through the whole thing yourself and you do our projects and our challenges. All right. So yeah, I think that's all on my side, guys. If there's any questions, please let's chat. Okay, Maryam, yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Derek, for the last brief. I think in terms of the program itself, it's pretty clear. I just want to know if there's a way to also like kind of pivot into some kind of other roles apart from coding or developing or programming. Particularly, I'm more interested in product management.
Great question, Maryam. That's a very good topic. I should include it next time, because this is one thing people want to know, right? What are the kind of roles I can go out to? Definitely, yes, right? Let me just give you a high level. Software development, front end, back end, cloud potentially, DevOps, UI UX, mobile app developer, data science not so much, but can also if you really want to put in the time. Project management, 100%. Why? Because I can tell you now. In fact, you know what's the funniest part? Project managers actually get paid more than developers. Why? Because project managers are the ones who are directly talking to the clients, directly talking to the stakeholders. So these guys, if anything, right, if they get scolded or anything, it's the project managers who get scolded, not the developers, right? But today in Malaysia, especially, most project managers don't know tech. They don't know tech. They are like for lack of a better word, right, glorified admin. They're like just transferring messages. Client want this, so developer do this, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't want to be that type of project manager. You want to be one who's able to give reasonable estimates, one who's able to make decisions for the team, right? So yes, if you know technology, it will, well, this course, to be honest with you, is not designed for you to be a project manager. No, it's not designed for that. But having tech knowledge from here will put you like 10 steps ahead of another project manager without tech background. Definitely.
Yeah. Is there a difference actually between project management and product management?
Of course. But the difference is subtle. Depends on where you are. Project management is product goes above project. That's what happens most of the time, right? Product would be things like, for example, Instagram, your search algorithm. That's one product. Instagram. Okay, let's put it this way. In a smaller company, okay, the full thing is one product. So that's the product lead. Then above, under the product lead, you have product managers for everything. Let's say search feature, login feature, add friends feature, like feature. Every small thing has a product lead to it. Then under the product lead, the project manager is just the guy who kind of like makes sure things are running. The product manager is the guy who has to think, okay, do my clients like this more? Do my users like this more? So it's a very different role. So yeah.
Okay. All right, thanks. I'll let you know when I have more questions.
No props. Anytime. Cool. Anyone else?
Hey Derek, a quick question here from Yahweh. So basically, we're switching from PathForge to this Sigma, right? So do we still continue from the Pathwatch right now, or?
No. So for any past students, we are porting away from Pathwatch already. So I really appreciate if you guys can understand this. We are going through a transition now. So we are still not fully porting the stuff from CSDP yet. So you guys for this 1 month, right, will still be learning coding fundamental stuff. Later on, you'll be learning a lot, and I can guarantee you'll be getting a lot of value out of it. Learn coding fundamentals. Then somewhere in May, we will restart CSDP again, where you will continue on where coding fundamentals end, which is around Vue.js level. You start there. So that will be around next month, mid to late next month.
Right. So basically, right now we just complete the fundamental things. Then the next month you only continue with the CSDP.
Correct. On the new app here. By the way, how do you guys find the app? Was it confusing? Was it messy? Was it good? Any comments?
So far, okay. Quite a range. Yeah. So far, okay. Yeah.
It's still new. We're still very new to it. Any comments? Anyone else?
I was just gonna say, because I'm particularly interested in UI UX eventually for this. The events, it's a little bit confusing because it does not prompt you to subscribe sign up for the courses. So some of the notifications, they are only enabled once you are in the program. So before this, I was like wondering how do I even get to the event?
No, that's correct. I think that's a very good point, Joey, and that's what caused the earlier confusion you had today, right?
Yeah.
Basically, what I want to do is I want to limit the events. I don't want to open it to all, because in the future I can foresee a lot of people will be in our general group, and I don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to see that event. I only want coding fundamentals people to see it. So I'll look into that, Joey. No worries.
Thanks, that makes sense. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, so sorry.
Hey.
You can go first.
Go
I wanted to ask about how exactly do you go into the courses?
Yeah, same question. I also want to ask that. Yeah.
Okay. So later on, guys, maybe I will drop a post on Sigma School. I want all of you to drop your emails there. I'll just add you guys in, right after this session, straight away. Give me your email. I'll add you guys maybe late today or very early tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's it. I'll just share it in the invite, and you see.
So we give our emails in the chat.
No, not here. Later in the network tab in Sigma School, in the app.sigmaschool.co. I'll put a new post there right after this call.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
And Derek, one more. And for any future communication, we just based on the Sigma School, or do we chat in the Discord as well?
No more Discord. Everything is in the new app now. Yeah. So I want to keep things in one place.
Understand. All right, cool. Thanks.
And by the way, guys, I want to let you guys know also that I'm just like all of you. Okay, I'm learning, I'm growing. So if any comments or any feedback on the way we do things, the way I do things, let me know. I'm just want to learn and really want to be with you guys, right? I'm not like how do I put it? I'm not like that chancellor who's sitting in my office room, don't know what's going on. I want to be on the ground, and I want to know your progress. You're losing motivation, you're enjoying it a lot, whatever your life circumstances, I want to know all that stuff. Yeah. And I would say I am that person for this stuff. And for any tech questions, I have my really good developers for it. They handle it. I used to be the one handling all the tech questions, but I realized my value is more on the soft side, the people side. That's one thing that a lot of my developers struggle to really master, but they are still very, very, very good in terms of helping you on that side. So yeah. All right, guys. So guys, any more questions? I'll take one more, then I'll make a move. No more? Everybody? All good? Awesome, guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's session, and if there's anything, I'm here anyways. Just contact me in the app lah. Okay. Cheers, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much again. And guys, by the way, all of you guys get to know each other. Just maybe you can stay after this and go into breakout rooms or something, but get to know each other. Then you know what? Please stay and you guys have a chat after I leave. So maybe I'm not here is better. Okay. So, all right, see you guys. And by the way, if you want to, guys, it's a kind of a tradition for us at Sigma School, for you guys to have a chat today and sort out one team leader. And this team leader doesn't need to be a super expert or anything, but this team leader is just someone who facilitates your weekly, if you guys have any, hey guys, let's meet up this week, let's chat or let's run through code together, that kind of energy. If you guys need it, I hope you guys can maybe talk. Don't have to be a pro, talk it out, maybe one guy to take charge of this. All right, and this guy also will be dealing directly with our program leads, if anything. All right, guys, I'll make a move.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Enjoy.
Bye.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to stay, but
Yeah, same.
I think I need to think about the whole project lead thing. So I don't think I can do that right now. But you guys go ahead, and what do you guys think?
Yeah, perhaps we can get one date for that.
I'm still figuring out how to use the app. Is there a way for us to have like a group chat? I don't see.
Are you signed up onto the website app? You
Mhm.
can also use it on the browser as well.
In the browser, yeah.
Not sure we are able to create a group or not. Yeah, I think it's create.
I
Question
think
of when.
I think you click the chat icon on the top right. There's like a icon called add a chat.
Yeah.
Just like the,
Yeah, you can tick the guy, right?
Add a chat.
oh yeah. Playing around with it.
Oh, add a chat. Okay. Wow. Oh yeah. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, I had some free time.
So you want?
Playing around with the app.
How about we create a group there and then we just chat
Yeah.
them?
Can, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let me. I can share my screen if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That
Okay,
sounds
sure.
good.
Okay. Sorry. Cancel. A window. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep, can.
Yes. Okay. So I will add. Who's here?
I think for those who online with an online sign there with a green sign, for those who are in.
Joey.
Like the ones at the top there? Is it the one that's online?
Yeah, I think so. That's the one who online right now.
Thanks for adding, Maryam. I mean, we can add by our names as well.
Oh, okay. Can somebody just mention somebody's name? Jayden.
That's me here.
And then who else?
Sekyat.
Sekyat. And
Sean.
then who?
John, I think. There's a John.
Don't have. Actually, you type Manchun.
Huh?
Manchun. How do you spell Manchun? Yeah, could you type it in the chat for us?
I type already. Just,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you can find it.
Munchun.
Oh, there is.
Okay. Who else?
Do you have Jack?
Do we have this Abby Wong? No, right?
I don't think so. Zahida?
No.
Zahida?
Oh, Z. Where are you?
And you
And you are?
ZA? Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Jawi.
Oh, Jawi. Okay, I see you. Should we add the instructors?
I'm not sure who the instructor is though.
I think, is it Derek?
Derek, I guess. We can just have one group without them also.
Yeah, true. Like classes.
Yeah.
Not with the lecture. Yeah, true.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Am I missing anyone?
We have like 9 people already.
Yep, I think one more is Jack. Not sure whether he's in or not.
Okay, okay. All right, I click on start. Oh, nice. Hello. So, can I rename this? Oh, cannot rename. Okay lah, this will do for now.
We can tell him to add that feature next round.
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, I stop sharing now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good first step. But if you want to add anything, feel free.
Yeah, true. Anything for further communication, we can chat through there lah.
Yeah. Can.
Just curious, I was wondering, you guys from the Hacker Collective, did you guys learn a lot already before you join on to this new program?
Mine batch is the last batch. We started at the last of the February, end
Oh,
of
shit.
February. Yeah. So
Okay.
I think I just for me myself, I just started with HTML and CSS. I just done that part. Currently, I'm going into UI UX part with the previous module lah.
Nice.
Not very far, though.
But I'll hit
Oh,
up
okay.
on that's for sure. Yeah.
I think for the first for the 1 month coding fundamental from their courses layout, I see that mostly HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna start with Vue.js, right, for CSDP.
Yep. But before that, we have to go through the coding first, right? The
Yeah.
coding fundamental, I think so.
Is this meeting still recorded?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so. If we have to
Secretly recording us.
Oh my god.
Who's recording?
Okay. I have no idea who's recording.
I don't know how to stop that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I have one last question before I need to go. So he said after we finish, we go to the CSDP program. Is that like an automatic thing, or is that something we opt in?
Not sure. I
Mm,
think perhaps after we done our coding fundamental program, then we only get into the CSDP thing. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I forgot to ask that earlier.
yeah. If you pay the fee, lah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
It's getting late. I need to work in the morning. So
All
see you
right.
guys.
See you guys soon. All right. Bye.
Bye. Good
Yes.
night.
Bye.
yeah, see you guys.
But we
Bye.
still
Bye.
haven't select a leader.
Oh, yeah lah.
Or through the chat.
Yeah, probably on
Maryam,
that.
Maryam.
Tomorrow lah, maybe tomorrow we select a leader.
Yeah. We can share our schedules on it as well, and then we can figure out something, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe we will type in the
Mm.
chat room lah for all to see.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, then I think it's time to end this call.
Yeah. Okay, see you guys soon.
See you.
Bye.
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 Okay, all right. See you guys. Bye.